3 Soviet commanders are meeting at Davialo Calais. The mission is to eliminate all 3. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck.
Alright, so we're supposed to take out 3 targets.
Anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look.
So in this mission, you're expected to kind of go to this area where they'll be meeting, stake out and look for the correct targets. But instead of doing that, we're going to do something a little more interesting. So one of the main issues with doing that is the targets don't necessarily go outside. Some of them will stay indoors to kind of make things a little bit more difficult for you. And when they speak, I do believe they actually are indoors. So instead of maybe sniping the enemies from afar or trying to infiltrate, I want to do something a little bit more interesting but tactical. And hopefully it'll work pretty well. This was an idea I came up with myself, but I also wouldn't be too surprised if somebody else has already done it. But we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. So pro tip 1, cardboard boxes are a really good way to get a vehicle to stop. Tip 2, putting a poster on it is even better. And pro tip 3, you can strap C4 to people. A nice little recurring feature. It's been in a few of the games now. Not necessarily sure if it's been in all of them, but it has been a really cool feature that I haven't seen done too much in the games as far as usefulness. I'm sure some people have actually been able to make really good tactical use of it. And I know in some of the VR training in, I think, Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 made use of it. But aside from that, I haven't seen it used in actual gameplay very much. And I want to make use of that kind of mechanic. So we've succeeded in strapping C4 to this guy's butt. How he's not noticing it, I mean, he did just kind of sit down on it. I don't know how that works, but I don't care. It's a video game. So, C4's strapped on. Now we can go get our horse, and we'll meet them at the location. Sadly, you can't just remotely detonate it however you want. This is mainly due to game limitations. I believe actually what happens is you have to be within a certain area to actually trigger the meeting. And furthermore, I think you have to be within a certain distance for the explosion to trigger, and not just that, but also for the explosion to have an actual collision with other enemies. So, meaning if you're not close enough, your boom does nothing. That is one of the biggest issues I've had with this game so far. Is just funny issues with the fact that they didn't implement the open world mechanics quite as well as I would have wanted. A few funny things with the Phantom Cigar and some of the remote explosives and whatnot, the bullet range drop off for sniper rifles, that kind of thing. And maybe we'll cover that in some other videos, but right now I just wanna have a little fun with some C4. See what we can do with this stuff. Alright, so our guys are getting pretty close to the location for the meeting. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance, but I'm gonna go ahead and go around this pass right here. Love the lush green areas. So nice. I wish there were more of these areas in the game. Alright, I'm gonna try to cross this area without getting spotted. Hopefully there's no patrolmen or anything like that. Oh, a nice little dust storm to throw things up. Great. That shouldn't make things difficult for me though, because we magically have directional microphones on the binoculars. Yeah, technology. Since I can't see, I'm just going to stay on this mountain pass and watch these guys. So I think it's pretty much as long as you're within range to actually hear them with the directional mic, you're fine. So let's see if we can catch some of that meeting. Maybe the storm will actually clear up so that we can see what's going on. Can't see a thing. Okay, there's a building right here. Yep. So they're going into the building right here. The reason I know is because he kind of stopped rendering there for a split second, I believe. And there's a dumpster right there. Typically you don't put dumpsters in the middle of nowhere. Alright, so there. Went through a door. And the other two are probably waiting inside, if I had to guess. Hopefully. Otherwise I might be disappointed. That sounds like a meeting. Alright. Let's see what we get.
Hey, that was
Alright.
confirmed dead. Now move on to the other two. Impressive work, boss. Hey, that was target neutralized. One remaining. Impressive work, boss. Target confirmed dead. That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Alright. Very pleased with how that turned out.
Mission complete, boss.
Spider. So yeah, I do love these mechanics that they've implemented in the game, and there's so many things that could have been done had they reworked the open world mechanic just a little bit more. And I do plan on playing with that a little bit more. That's it for this video, but I do plan to do something else with this mission. And whether or not another video about it pops up will be the indicator of if it works or not. So, if so, I'll see you in the next one. If you have any other ideas, please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know any kind of suggestions you would have for challenges for any of these missions, or any sort of crafty way that you could finish a mission. And if you do and I like it, I'll probably do a video on it. See you in the next one.